Hello, hello, and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? It's Monday. Put my phone on the charger. It's Monday. Okay, guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm alright, you know. All right. I keep looking at myself whenever I stream, and I'm like, I need a haircut. I've thought this for like a good month plus. Have I scheduled anything? No, but I've thought about it, and I haven't scheduled anything because once the stream is over and I stop looking at myself, I forget about it because if I'm not looking at myself, I'm like, oh, do I have long hair? I can't tell. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist. That's how it works, right? It's I'm like a baby, you know. Peekaboo. If you don't see it, it doesn't exist. Anyway, hope you guys had a nice weekend. Friday was a short stream because of an email that. So I got an email on Friday that was like, "Hey," because I asked like, "Hey, are the taxes done? The taxes are due tomorrow." I'm like, "Hey, are the taxes going to be done in time?" And he's like, "Oh, sorry for the delayed response. I've already submitted them for review," which I don't know what that means, but I assume they submitted them. But then I don't know why I haven't paid for them that yet. I guess they're waiting for others. I don't know. Either way, they're like, yeah, they were submitted for the review. Hey, just curiosity. In their email, they're like, hey, it says that you paid less than $1,000 in taxes. Can you confirm that? Now, depending on how much money you make, less than $1,000 is correct. And I'm like, no, because I was paying like 45% of my income in taxes, which was like, I think I paid over like $30,000 in taxes last year in just half of the year, or something like around there. And I'm like, no, that's not right. So that was me freaking out during the stream, which is why I ended it early. So then I went to I'm like, oh shit, okay, well now I need to find my old I need to find like my old pay slips, which are my US account instead of the Canada account. So I had to swap my account to US to get them, and then swap it back afterwards. But as you get the my US pay stub, and the last one I got for last year, it says, hey, this is how much total for year to date taxes I paid for this, and I'm like, no, I have so many I've paid. Hey, Al, welcome in. How's it going? We're doing well. And so, I sent an email. I'm like, after a bit, let's gather all the info. I'm like, I sent an email, like, hey, no, I don't have less than $1,000 in taxes. Here's I have, because it's broken up. I don't know how it is in other countries, but at least in the US, it's broken up. Like, you have federal tax, state tax, medical tax, social security tax. Right? It's not one tax. It's like a bunch of taxes, and they all take different amounts, whatever. Complicated mess. I'm like, no, I didn't only pay less than $1,000, because the way I see it, if it is written that I have paid less than $1,000, I will need to pay tens of thousands of dollars. So I'm like, okay. And then I send that email. Taxes are ass. I agree. Especially because we don't control where they go. If we could have in the taxes, we could say I want this percentage to go here, this percentage to go here. That'd be awesome. We can't do that. But anyway, so I said that, and then I'm like, let me pull up my W-2, which is like the form that the tax person has, and let me see, like, there's the information not there, and I pull it up and I look at it compared to my the year-to-date information from my last tax slip, and everything matches up. I see every single tax information. So now I just think the guy's a dipshit, pretty much, in the kindest way I could say it. Where he just doesn't know how to do his job, because it's the only thing that can be explained there. Like he sent me an email. It's like, hey, can you confirm that I paid less than $1,000? And I'm adding it all up. I'm like, it's way more than 1,000 here. So I sent another email. Right after that. And it is incompetence, but incompetence at my expense. And so I sent another email. I'm like, hey, even on the W-2 that you have, this information matches. So what's up? So I didn't hear back from the Friday. I heard back on like midday Saturday. And then all he replied with, oh, sorry, my mistake. I specifically meant this one field in your taxes. That wasn't specified. He said taxes. You know? That's like me going to someone and being like, did you pay your bills? And I'm the landlord. Right? You think you'll be taxes for, you pay your bills for, rent. But no, he meant the phone bills for some reason this time. It's all part of bills. So effectively, yeah, the number he had was correct, apparently. It's just the worst way you could possibly phrase that question. Just like I said, there's so many different taxes you pay. So it's just asking you if your taxes are less than 1,000. It's like, no. So now I'm still waiting. I'm assuming it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be calling them or texting them or something tomorrow to confirm that, hey, it's all been submitted. I'll never go there again, that's for sure. No way in hell. And they said 2 weeks originally. In 2 days, it will be 1 month. Which is 4.5 weeks, which is, insanity. Anyway. That's why we had a short stream of Friday. Over the weekend, though, aside from, dealing with anxiety and stuff from that, I wanted to do some cleanup on the project. And I realized twofold. One, we're going to change the struct that is the character info struct that has all the information of the character. Because as you recall from before, me modifying it is not an option because it crashes all of Unreal. So I made a new one that it does not have struct, instruct, like 3 levels deep. I only have the struct with 1 struct inside of it. Like another less level. So at one certain point in the future, we'll need to swap it out. The other thing I did was just reorganize like the folders. And delete like a bunch of files I didn't need anymore. Like some old animations I don't use. Like the roll and stuff like that. I can always get them back and re-import them. So there's no reason to have them like in the project. So I just did a bunch of cleanup, pretty much. Other than that, I finished the gambling animes, Just the Good Guts. I finished the first season. Because I think you said there's a second season that I think I opened originally. But I finished the entire first season. And now I'm mostly finished with rewatching No Game No Life. But I think it was okay. You know, like it was good enough for me to finish. I am not really interested in the second season. It didn't have enough for me to go to second season. It was enough for me to finish it, the first one. Let's put it that way. Like, to me, like No Game No Life also has gambling, right? In a sense, not actually gambling, but they're also playing different games and waging things. So, you know, different thing, different way. And I prefer that. I prefer No Game No Life. Like, I was like, again, I finished it. Like, it was fine. But it's just like it was a bit too out there in terms of like how it did, like how it thought. It was a little bit too moon logic-y. Hey, Madman, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I like isekai, to be fair. I mean, I don't care if it's isekai or not. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I got through 3 episodes of Frieren, and then I stopped. That was my limit of Frieren. I got bored. I struggled through the 3rd episode. Yeah.
Don't talk about my elf mage.
Thanks for the resubs. Well, that's what happened the weekend. That's what happened over the weekend. Played some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, made a video, all the good stuff. Yeah. And now we're gonna be doing some AI stuff. The first thing we're gonna do though, before we do the AI, is I remember that I meant to increase the area damage of Airblade, and I never did. So we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna work on the spider, which I was thinking of actually giving it another ability where it shoots like a projectile to where like you're standing, and when it reaches that, it basically puts a web and you get slowed while on it. Should be fun. So we'll add like a little slow zone as well as an ability. If you like something more action oriented, that's understandable. Yeah, I'm very much action oriented. I don't like just slice of life type anime. I know Guts argues that's not slice of life, but it feels like slice of life to me. Like it feels just slow. Here's the characters. Let me tell you the story about. I don't care. I want shit to happen. I want some action. I want like a badass protagonist that's super like powerful. Give me Helsing. Give me Alucard. That's what I want. Legend of Galactic Heroes? I've never heard of it. Legend of Galactic Heroes? Yeah, never. I think this is an anime before I started watching anime. Because visually, at least, it looks very old. Oh yeah, Solo Leveling was the like before Solo Leveling. My number one anime was Steins Gate. Love Steins Gate. Um, but yeah, solo leveling, like, I rewatched that shit so much. That is especially the fact that it was a necromancer. I absolutely love necromancers. It didn't focus on like all these side characters, just focused on the main character, which is awesome until like the second season when it like, okay, now we have enough about the main character. Yeah, solo is like was my number one by a good margin. And then before that, again, Steins Gate was my number one by a good margin. So there's like all the anime, and then there's Steins Gate, and then there's like solo leveling. That's what I enjoy. Yep. That's what I enjoy. Like, I'm not even into... Like, I'm not even into... Like, the... what's a anime though that has a strong protagonist that I don't like? Reincarnated like as a slime. I've been reincarnated as a slime. I watched, I don't know, half a season, I think, of it. The first half season. It wasn't for me, right? Even though it has an overpowered protagonist, technically. It just, I'm definitely more dark fantasy than just, you know, cutesy fantasy. So. Hope that makes sense. But that doesn't mean I don't like the rest. I want to overwrite. Where's the damage? Damage goes here. Location is from... this, so... is it this one I need to trace? Hey, holy crap, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yes. You're so frustrated by Hellsing Ultimate because it was releasing so slow? People who could just watch it all at once don't know frustration we felt? I watched the original Hellsing. And by that time I watched it, it was already all out, so I got to watch it all. And then by the time I even learned of Hellsing Ultimate, because this was during the time when I just I wasn't watching anime all the time. I was just like watch an anime or like watch another anime. And by the time I learned of Hellsing Ultimate, it was already all out, I believe. Because normally, I don't watch anime as it comes out. Like, I'll say normally, but like I often don't watch anime as it comes out. These days, more so. So lovely, I definitely watched as it came out multiple times. But, and I watched like Dr. Stone. I probably won't be watching the next season of Dr. Stone. The season just ended, so the season itself was kind of eh, and the previous season was kind of eh, and then the way it ended I just didn't like, so. I'm sorry to hear that, Holy Crap. Got your portfolio up and running and, you know, start applying. We'll find something in no time. Gotta believe. Gotta believe. Yeah, I know. I know. Soul leveling is over. But yeah, I don't want to. I really like anime. I'm fine waiting. Like, I might read it to catch up to where the anime was, but I'm not gonna read past it unless they were to say no, we're not making a season 3, and they said they're making a season 3. Like, that's already figured out. I think they said early 2026 is the goal, but I could be wrong. That could be just people speculating. Either way, I will happily wait for it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you get better though, and good luck on your game. The horizontal one. It's Airblade. Hold on. Where's the explosion damage radius? Needs to scale by its scale. Get actor scale 3D. Multiply. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Soul like returning, but I will wait. I will wait. I wait, you know, to be fair, I discovered solo leveling when the second episode of season 2 was already released. So this one is bigger. This one is not. I need to get this one bigger. The larger one used to be like, I don't know, 300? Yeah, double chat. Got chat 1 and chat 2. Like that. Chats. There you go. That's better. That seems fine for that one. That seems fine. And that seems fine. Yeah, that's maybe it's a little less than the circle that I'm making. But it's about the same size as the projectile. So I think we're good. So now we should be fine on actually doing damage to enemies. It'll be much easier. There's a manga you were reading, second season, released in 2010, and you were ready in 2015. The author, after round, and the third season started 9 years later, and then the guy took a break, and it was months ago. I don't like the last manga I was reading was Hellsing. Like, good decade and a half ago, probably. I'm gonna guess. And I enjoyed it. I think I caught up to wherever it was. I don't know if it. I don't remember if it was finished or it just that's where it was. It's like I enjoy a good manga. I am definitely a visual person. I'd rather watch anime than read manga. Nothing beats reading Berserk. Started reading almost 30 years ago. Author died. Won't even get the real ending. Did the author die? I thought he just wasn't writing the last chapter. Oh yeah, in 2021. Yeah, apparently the Berserk art author died in 2021. Well, would you look at that? Let's see how Airblade works now. Okay, it hits enemies. Why do I not see the projectile? Because they're close, and so it spawns. I feel like it's not. I mean, it is hitting multiple. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Why was there no wall there? Hold on a second. Oh, hold on. Back up a second. Did I delete something I shouldn't have? Why was there no wall there? I did, yeah, as I said, I did clean it over the weekend. Yeah, there's supposed to be a wall right here. What happened to that? It's right here. Here's the wall. I'm supposed to get this wall over there. Here it is. It's right there. Okay. What happened? Why broken? What?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
That's the I hung up a little thing to cover the left side of the window, which is why I wasn't like moving away from the window earlier in the stream. But now this light sun is going further right. Of course it is. Of course it is. Game looks nice. Well, I'm glad you think so. Hopefully it'll only get better. As I try to figure out what the hell happened to what happened? Just a period. Why my thing don't work? telling you, it's... Look, it's selected. It's there. I can't see it. It's there. It has the correct one. Why no load? Developing games is fun unless you use your debug. I mean, you always use your debug. So, you have a cave mode. Hey, command called Vampire Lair. Your windows get covered. I mean, this brightness is with the blinds down, madman. That's the light blinds down. That is the shadow of my computer and monitors. That's the blinds down. It's just that garbage. And I can't do anything because I'm renting. It's not like blinds that I can like, it's like it's built into the thing. It's like all up there. Like I can't just like, oh, let me just take these like and put my new ones on. So summer sucks. Yeah, summer sucks. Oh, there's the wall now. There's the wall. See, this is what I was expecting. The wall. So let's see how much damage I do with this. Okay. And if I do Airblade. What? I want to shoot it. Okay, well, something's going on. Okay, I see. So it's just not doing anything when they're a certain distance away. Is that it? So if they're like, if they, okay, so if they're there right at initial hit range, nothing happens, which is bad. Which is bad. We gotta change that because otherwise, that is, well, that's bad. So let's figure out what's up. Close these. Why? I don't check if it's initial or hit. Oh, not initial overlap. Ah. But wait. What difference does that make? So here, if it's overlap and not initial. Otherwise, it goes false and then it gets actor location. Which should be fine. But that's not even the thing that matters. It's here that it matters. Okay, let's let's debug this. What's going on? Debugging can be fun. Your friend at CDPR told you he once entered the tester's room. Guy was chopping bodies in Cyber 27, stacked limbs on top of each other to make sure they didn't clip through because he knew there'll be players who will do it in game, and he wanted to make sure it won't crash the game. I mean, that's pretty cool. At one point in time, I did want to work at CDPR. But to be fair, I always wanted to work also in game in general, and you know that didn't work out. Different story. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. I was gonna do AI, but I guess we're doing a different kind of AI. We're gonna do AI. You work in games almost every day? No, I don't work in the game industry though. Oh, I see. This circle literally is on me. Why is it on me? Why is it getting the owner location? Get the actual location of the projectile, which should be like wherever it spawns, not my location. You worked 4 years CDPR, but just in back office, not in game dev directly. Hey, you know, more than I can say. I can say that. Okay, there we go. So now, if it's an initial overlap, it'll still hit. Good, there we go. I want to see how this performs with piercing. Because I imagine it's going to be extremely powerful. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Piercing is so broken. Oh, I just realized. Oh, no. Oh, I just realized what's going on with piercing. Well, we're going to revisit that at some point. So if you didn't catch what just happened there, I shot a projectile, right? And there was an enemy here, an enemy here. And my projectile did damage here, and then did damage here, basically. So because the other enemy also got damaged, he got hit twice by the full force of the attack. Both of these got hit twice because they were close together because of piercing. I will need to make it so the hit should only hit them once. But yeah. Flowing Niagara, nice. Want shield around your flying cars with cool impact effect? I mean, that sounds cool. Trying to find some recipe online, but there's just a single cool effect, like an entire YouTube, and no info on how to make it. I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. Look at the sun. Why is it moving right? I finally put something to cover the sun, and now it's like, oh no, screw you. Basically, my windows, like the wall slash windows are like I have a small, tall one, and then I have 2 large ones, and then this one is like divided like this, and then this one here it like opens outwards. Like that. Okay. So like I can open this one. This is a balcony door, so I can slide this left. But the problem is I covered this area and the sun has moved right here. I know it's only going to get worse as the summer continues. I need to I normally have this entire thing covered, so I can't see the outside. Just pain. For the damage, if I don't want enemies to get hit multiple times, I would need to modify not the projectile itself, but the damage taking. So what I would need to modify... Also, I renamed my actual character base. Look at that. It says character base. And also, it's now BP player. It's a BP Manny. I should also rename these two. ABP player. Before changing that crashed Unreal, but I guess in these version changes, it has improved things enough where I can actually rename the character base. It's no longer action character. It's now just character base. And I guess I can rename it something else later on if I choose to. But yay! It doesn't crash. Okay, so what I want to do is... So before we do trace attack... No. On trace attack, this. The problem is, effectively... I am sending the attack every tick. How do you prevent the player HUD to appear before you start the game? You just don't tell it to appear until you start the game. Like if you haven't possessed the player, do on possess or whatever. Yeah, have it default off and just toggle it on. It's also an option. Or just tell it to only add to viewport on possess and don't possess the player until you need to. I mean, how do you know it's loaded? On whenever action that you have that says the game has loaded, then just add it. Yours appear in the main menu, then why? Check why do you have it appear, and then turn that off. Yeah, I had mine appear on the main menu as well. I had to remove it. I have to do some workarounds. But it's different for depending on your setup. I need to pass through trace, I think. If I pass through trace... then I'll know when it ends. Okay. To build a problem in web development, you load the data, then you toggle flag ready to true, and then you show stuff because you don't want to show web elements without content. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. Have it off by default. So now we have this trace. Okay, so this. It does for each of them. It goes through the uniques. Then it checks what kind it is. And this is on. Okay, so we instead want to do probably this uncompleted. Oh wait, the problem is hit actors is a regular variable. This might not work at all. We'll find out. Oh, because here... Because I do it from a hit result. Okay. I'll need to do this differently. I will need to rework this, basically. I'll only do it later. Hey, I'm Shastri. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Putting into Unreal workflow has been pretty painful. How so? Like, I've used HDAs. Like, I've worked with Houdini HDAs. Like, you bring them over from Houdini to Unreal, and then cool. You got Houdini integrated to Unreal. And that's the limit of my Houdini to Unreal workflow. How do you reset WASD movement in the viewport in Unreal? What do you mean by reset? Just don't press anything. I'm not sure I follow the question. You understand why it's showing in the first place? Well, you're doing add to viewport, so you have to be. You have to be doing add to viewport somewhere. Piercing, hit same enemy times. Okay. Hey, Mike, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Mondays are a gift from God? Which be a curse? What kind of deranged mentality do you have about Mondays? Jesus Christ. You can press the middle mouse button and use WASD to move. I'm not following. This isn't default behavior. This is like coded in with blueprints or however you did it. My middle mouse button doesn't do anything. If that's how yours is set up, then you need to look at how yours is set up. I'm not sure I follow. I'm just a Monday hater? I'm just normal. Okay? I'm just normal. Okay, so I want to give this guy another attack where he shoots a projectile and then there's a web on the ground and he's stuck. Monday is the perfect restart day? Oh, so if you could restart any day, you restart on Monday? That's horrible. I'd restart Sundays or Saturdays. Depending. Actually, no, I'd restart Saturdays. Because if I restarted it, that means I'd never have to release a video on Sunday because it would never happen. So then Saturdays, I can just relax. Yeah, Saturdays. So adding the I can't add another special because that causes issues. Unless we rework the attacks. To accommodate for that. Friday's your reset day. Mondays are the day you reset and organize everything? I don't know. You organize things? I don't organize things. I don't have a reset day, if that's what you call it. I don't have an organized day. Just chaos every day. Just for saying that, I have to stream 1 hour overtime tonight? I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works. Okay, let's set up. How do we want to set it up? As what is our base? Front link, sure. Giant spider. Bosses. And also a controller reset. Okay. I should stream like 5 hours today for the early stream on Friday. I agree at least. And possibly play a horror game. I don't have the energy to stream 5 hours after work like that. I don't have the energy. So sorry. It's a fast boy. So obviously the setup is not set up for him, but oh. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to. I'm gonna need to set up all sorts of different things. Oh, well, I just need to not do this anymore. Sounds like my problem. I mean, yeah, but my problem is your problem, so. Okay. So that works. But we're not here for this. What is the other problem? After damage taken, I'm gonna need to do this with the gameplay tags. This is gonna be a whole thing. I got like 2 weeks to do it though, so. Unreal to Houdini works. Like if you click Unreal asset and start session sync, node sync, it works, but it ruins the viewport on Houdini. Oh, I've never used that, so I have no idea. I've only ever I've gone HDAs and put them in Houdini. That's the limit of like the merging of the two that I've done. Yeah. So sorry. That's the limit. Okay. How the hell? Because we have special attack. So if I just duplicate this. Combat special. Right, this just does the special attack. Which is right click. So I have default left click, hold left click. These are the different attack types. I need to just add more and different kinds. I also need to change the name of these. Let's change the name of these first of all. These are input attack types. Which probably means... Oh, there. There. Okay. Default left click is going to be
Ads are here.
Basic attack.
Pausing for ads.
I'll do basic attack, a special basic attack, a heavy attack, and a special heavy attack. That's how I'll separate them. Heavy attack is not heavy attack. It is projectile attack for enemies. So I could just do attack A, attack B. I need to figure out like how, because it's different for everyone what it is. I have a hard time figuring out how do I just call it for like as a consistent thing across the board. You reached out to Houdini support. Let's see what Houdini says. Best of luck. I mean, are there no forums or anything for Houdini? Like, if I need, like, help with Unreal, I mean, aside from tons of... That's the thing about Houdini, there's just no tutorials or anything. Like, if I need help with Unreal stuff, like, there's the forum, there's the Discord, there's Reddit, there's ChatGPT. At worst case scenario. It's like there's a ton of stuff. Not for Linux? What's the difference? Is the program not the same? Attack A. Attack B. I'll make this one B. C. I don't like it. Let me check some stuff. Let me check some stuff. If I attack combo here, attack animations, alt attack animations, special attack animations, or attack C. Yeah, that's fine. Then get attack D. Oh, shit. So that would... So I already... we need to rework the entire character struct first. Because I need to set up with this. And I can't add something to this because it crashes it. Oh, yeah, this is me wanting just to update enemies. It's just like, oh yeah, here, let me give you this giant like pile of homework that you also need to do before you do all the other stuff. The next bit is old and that well maintained. Are you not on the latest version of Houdini? I don't understand, like if I open up Unreal on a Windows or on a Mac, it's still Unreal. So I'm not understanding why it matters which one you look at or which one you read. That's the thing. Like, yeah, maybe like the close button should be in a different location. It's like a circle or whatever on the left side for Mac, but I don't think anything else should be different. At least the way I see it. So this is our current character info thing, where we have the struct, and inside the struct I'll have a struct, and then inside of that struct I'll have another struct. I'll have a struct, inside that struct I'll have another struct. I have a struct, so, and then you see how it goes 3 layers deep. In some places, like right, because it's the base, which is the original struct, and then another struct and another struct. So 3 closes. I reworked it to have 2, which is inside the struct is just one layer of structs that hopefully will fix the issue, and also have removed a bunch of extra stuff that I don't need. So now I can just add the resistances I need. If I add more resistances, weapon stats are here. Movement speeds and character stats. I removed the attack info, which I didn't need, which I want to remove from before. Spawn info. Oh, do I not have spawn info? Oops, I forgot spawn info. Spawn info, I just added. And we'll put that there. So movement speed, weapon stats, spawn info, and then resistances. Oh, because you need to know how to get it running. Why don't you just use Windows? Or since you're on Linux, just emulate Windows or whatever it's called. I just use Windows. Call it a day. This seems like a lot of work to just not use Windows. I think we're good. So we need to replace everything that character info is with this new character info. And I mean everything. And let me be clear on this. Our entire game is run on this. Run on this. Everything is, all abilities, stats, everything works off of this. For us to replace this struct is gonna be hell. And there's a chance, I should point out, that once we do this, if I have issues with the new struct, I will need to rework it again. Which is an even scarier thought. Well, we gotta do it. So yeah, we just gotta do it, because basically, here's, if you haven't been here before, if you're new here, here's what happens when I try to update this. Let's say I want to delete attack info because I no longer need it. Yeah, let me just click this delete button real quick. I'm just click delete. Oh? Normally it just crashes, it just closes immediately with no pause. Oh, there it goes. This time there was a pause. And the odd thing is, this error is like it's complaining about one of the character blueprints, and it's complaining that like it's saying something about the Niagara attack effect belongs to the character base. It's like, yeah, because it belongs to the parents. So what's the problem? I don't know why, but whatever. Point is, we need to replace it all. Am I using gas? No, because I don't know C++. I'm using my own blueprint-based system. So yeah, we're going to replace the struct, which is everything, including the data tables. So it's gonna be a thing. I should probably set up the data tables first. And then go with... and then go with replacing the variable. Why should it take this long to compile blueprint? They're already compiled. Why does it need to recompile? Okay, so let's go to data tables. Let's make a new data table. Hold on, what is a composite data table? They're composed of a stack of other data tables. I want to do a little test. I'm gonna just add add a few data tables right now. So we might change this even still right now to guarantee that it doesn't have issues. Let's just say I made these two. If I made a data table but composite, here doesn't tell me. And I want to do it from, can I do it from the new? Okay, so no, I have to specify. Well, it's still only one. Parent tables. Must have the same. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. So I can have multiple data tables, but they all have to be the same struct, which doesn't help me at all. Cool. But I was hoping to create a data table from multiple structs. Or at least that was what I thought it would be. Okay. Character info new. So what do we need? Bosses new. I'll duplicate that because we also need mobs new. I'm pretty sure player weapon. No, use a different table. That's what we need. We need to copy one table's information onto the other. Yep. Exactly over. Let me just copy it, right? Just gonna copy this. Make sure that these don't have issues. I don't think they would have, but you never know. Okay, all of these have max health of 2,000. Right? No, I can't select multiple. Oh, we should have bulk added them. That'd be nice. All the movement speeds are leaving as default. Damage, of course, needs to be set for all of them. Just saying 25 as the base damage. What else did we need to set up on here? Oh, enable spawn off on all of these. I don't think I need to specify, but just in case. Then the mob needs to be specified, though. Move myself because I'm in the way. Resistances we can keep for now as is. We'll deal with boss resistance and all that later. Okay. Looking good. Let's do the mobs now. A few more of these. No problem, though. Hey, 3DMZ, welcome in. How's it going? You doing well? There's a part of me that is worried that at some point down the line, I'll end up dropping the data tables. I don't want to drop the data. I think the data tables are really nice. I want to keep them. But if things cause issues from the structs because of structs, I will need to. I don't want to. Trying to make learn Unreal Engine to hopefully make a small game for friends. Nice. Yeah, there's tons of tutorials on YouTube how, like to make games. You follow any one of them to like make your own first games to kind of get the hang of things. Good way to go. Good first step. Would recommend. Okay, health all in now. Jump speed, or jump range. Adjusted. 550. 400, 400. Okay, 325 here. We're good. Okay, damage. Wait. Oh, everyone's 2 except that one, which is 5. Okay. Easy enough. Everyone's doing only 5 damage. I'm probably going to increase damage on these guys. I'll be honest. I probably need to increase the damage that the enemies do. 5 damage a hit is not a lot of damage. The sun is still not gone. The lights are on, which means it's 15 within 15 minutes to sunset, but still not gone. Curse you, sun! Curse you! All of the rest here is fine. Yeah, I'm going to need to change the spawn info, turn off the spiderlings, and we just set up all the variables. Spiderlings. Shark. Oh, oops. Skeleton regular. Shark. There we go. Was you discovered PCG and got directed to my channel? Wondering though if PCG works for large open world games while maintaining good FPS? Yes, if you use hierarchical spawning. Basically, if you use partitioning for PCG. Yes. It can absolutely do it. Now it's not there by default, and there's tutorials on it on YouTube. I haven't made any because I am not specialized in that at all. There's better sources on that. But absolutely. If you want to make like giant forests, just partition it all, and you're good. Okay, there we go. So now we got all the 2 data table replacements. Just call them. I'm gonna double check that the other ones shouldn't. Cortex front, definitely not. Dots, no. Yeah, the only one that could have had is the weapons, and yeah, he was using a different one. Thanks. Subscribe if you want to watch. Don't subscribe because you feel like you need to for an answer. Okay. So now comes pain. Oh. Now comes pain. Let me just double check that I have everything in the new struct that I made. Just, sanity check. Okay. So one more time. Stats is stats. It's just plugged in. But this stats has max health and jump distance, and then movement speed altogether as a sub thing. Here, I have it separated out as a separate one. Then we have weapon stats, which I just brought over, but I changed the attack animations to not be a nested level again. It is just outside. Otherwise, it's the same. I just changed the names a little bit. The attack info I've removed entirely. It does not need to be in the character info. It is the attack info. Why would it be on the character info? Spawn info, I just brought over 1-to-1. I didn't need to change anything. And the effect resistances, instead of having them, again, subbed, I just have them separate out here. We have stun and the freezing aspects. So theoretically, we should be okay. Oh boy. Character info, you. I'm gonna rename it actually something a little completely different, like car info, char info, care info. I don't know. Just so if we search character info, it won't also find character info new by name. And then we need to change this to character info new. Can't see anymore because, of course, now I'm in the way. So now we have character info new. Of type character info new. Find references by name. So now, wherever we find character info being used in any way, you take character info new and reset it up with character info new. You can't even plug this in. Oh, because it's no longer a sub thing. So yeah. Break that. And then we have the anims. Basic. Heavy. Special. Take all of that and go away. You know what? I'm gonna rename these already. I'm gonna rename these already, which is under weapon stats. So this is going to be just attack A, attack B, attack C, and because we're actually going to need another one, I know right away, I'm going to do attack B right away. Okay. And look, it didn't completely freak out. Because that's the only place I have it plugged in right now. Okay. Why is this crossed? I don't think this needs to be crossed anymore. But okay. Okay, we're using the same system where we're using this attack type. In multiple locations now. Input attack type. So this is being used now in multiple type sections. So I'm going to collapse this to a function. Get animations. Get attack animation. Be pure. Because I don't need it to do anything except just get it. And now we just do this. There we go. Much cleaner. Okay. Oh, but we also need to then modify. Oh no, here. Okay, so from the damage there, we can do get car info new. Then get the weapon stats.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Get the damage. And the rest will do after that. I'm tempted to do a poll to see if people think I can finish it. And have it work successfully. But I don't know if it'll finish today. So I don't know if I'll finish swapping it all out today. There's a good chance I won't, because I think it's a big thing. I might need to do it tomorrow as well. Oh yeah, Friday I don't have work because it's a Canadian holiday. But I guess to say because the US likes to say fuck you to Canada, I guess. For whatever reason, my job, who is based in the US and everyone who works in the US, also gets the Canadian holiday off. So not only does the US get just an extra day for holidays normally, they also are taking an extra Canadian holiday. I don't get to take an extra US holiday. I call that unfair. I want extra days off. I want extra days off. One day. Okay, so that's now good. Okay, same similar thing here. Get car info new. You want a 4-day work week? Like in general, like you want to work 10 days, 10-hour days, 4 days a week? Or do you mean, like you just want a day off in general? It's just a holiday. I don't know if I'd want like an actual 4-day. I probably would. You know what? I would. I say I don't know if I would, but I definitely would. I'd rather do 10-hour days, 4 days a week, and have 3-day weekends. Yeah. It did not take me long to realize that, yes, indeed, that is what I would like. I'm not going to get that, but that would be really nice. So, some places are like that. Not very many. Not very many at all. Did I do it? Oh, character. Okay. So now it gets the new ones, new ones, new ones. Okay. Okay. Find references by name all. Oh, dear God. Yeah, index all. Yeah. We want to know all of them. Four times 10 is pretty good. Yeah. I mean, the best kind of... Well, I don't know about best. Another type of work, thing is just your own schedule, right? Like, you just do however many hours you need to get done. And depending on your job, that is sometimes the case. Like, if you're, like, a video editor, right? For, like, a YouTube channel, you just, however long it takes you to do it is however long it takes. And you set your own schedule. But it's not that way for everyone. Okay, so I need to update game instance as well. Okay. Character info new. Change variable type. Character info new. No. What's the problem? It's type new. Get character info. Okay, I just need to get it one more time. There we go. Problem solved. Okay. So this gets saved. Okay, we need to do get car info new. Goes to character info here. It needs to be you. Now we can collect it. Why? Oh. This. Okay. Well, while we're here, let's go ahead and replace any other place we need to. Oh, is that all? Oh no, here it is. Here's another one. Sets members instruct. Want to do weapon stats. Which means we need to update. Also, data table. What are we having here? Oh, because this is using weapon stats. I do need a weapon stats new. Because I changed the weapon stats to, yeah. Okay. Data table. Weapon stats new. Player weapons new. These we need to be very careful to copy exactly because we're using the names. Okay, all of these are blank, so we need to get the animations. Can I, out of curiosity, can I just like drag? No, I can't drag. I never try to drag these. So I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll try to drag it. It doesn't work. If you're wondering, does it work to drag? It does not. It's okay. Updating these is relatively simple. Okay, so that should do it. So now we do player weapons new, and then this I can plug in. Okay. Good. So I think that is all of them. The rest should be good. I guess while we're doing these, let's go to the enemy base. Character info. Okay. Yeah, table row from the data table of mobs, bosses. I have to update the bosses and mobs tables too. Oh, I have to update everything. Oh no, I already have mobs and bosses new. Yeah. No, we're fine. We're fine. I'm bosses new. Mobs new. Oh. Sag. Look, I know you're sad because, you know, some things are still working out fine for me. Okay? I get it. But don't worry. Other things will break. Okay? Don't worry. Other things will break. Now, you say you would never, but we both know that you're a compulsive liar. Right? We both know this. So, we just have to be honest with ourselves. Okay? Just have to be honest. That would not make both of us. Yeah. I don't know how. I mean, I agree. I am not a compulsive liar. But I don't know how that would make you not a compulsive liar. But I mean, sure. We can pretend. Guys, no, it was just an incorrect sentence. I understand. ESL. It's okay, good guts. You'll get there one day. Don't worry. You'll get there. Okay, I think I've now replaced all of them. There's actually not that many. I'll be honest, there's not as many as I thought, but that's because most of it, I think, are just not on these. Actually, go back to the game mode one. Character info. Just double check that I've replaced these. Yeah, I replaced that one already. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Get attack type. And to make it cleaner. Oh, get. I just do get. There we go. Wait, no. that would cause a problem. I almost just tried putting the function inside the function. I'm tempted to see what would happen if I tried. What happens if I try? I want to know. It lets me. It compiles fine. So there's no check for this. A little worrying that there's no check for that, but sure. You could put the same function inside itself. I'm sure if you ran it, there'd be issues. You know, that's a future problem for anyone that does that, I guess. This is damage calculation stuff. Also, you know how there's a delete unused variables, which is super useful? I wish there's a delete unused function button. I'll be honest, I want to delete used functions with variables, but like it's not a very, it wouldn't be a very often used button, but neither is the delete unused variables. I feel like I want to be able to delete unused functions. Hey, Stormrun, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh, the game instance. No, we've updated the ones in the game instance. Oh, AC abilities. Yep. Next place, AC abilities. It's gonna be a lot of that. Do you know any websites that can generate an avatar you can download? Yeah, there's one called ChatGPT. It generates images now. Also Grok, Midjourney, and any other image generation website. I've never heard of Ready Player Me, but I mean, yeah, just any image generation place. Full 3D model? I don't know any place where you can get any good 3D models AI generated. I've not seen a good AI generated 3D model yet. You create stylized characters. You could take a picture of yourself and make it into a game character. I have not seen this. I can't imagine it'll be a good game character. Ready Player Me. From what I saw on the website, it just looks like a modular character creator. There's tons of them online. And these don't look realistic, so it's I don't from a quick glance, I don't see anything special about it, but I'll take your word for it. Either way, like you say, if it's used NFTs, then you know. It can burn hell for all I care. Why is this one character ref? Oh, it's this character because it's input. Oh, you get I need freezing aspect and stun. They're supposed to look cartoonish. Yeah. Stylized. You're looking for a replacement? I mean, if you just go on orbital market, like it's still updated to work with Fab. And you look for what was it? Character creator. By popularity, is there any free ones? Yeah, there's a few free character creator. Oh, there's a free Ready Player Me thing has a free version. There's a bunch of stuff. Control rigs, sci-fi military character packs, right? I figure out like what you want. Go through these. Find one that fits you. These are free. You can go pay it, of course, if you're looking for something a little more high quality. All depends on what you're looking for. Just for like 5.5. Released past 3 months. Garbage. Year. Less garbage. Orbital market. It's where, you know, the better Unreal marketplace. Would recommend. Oh, this is the same thing as the one earlier. Yes. I linked it in chat. Or did the link not show up? Orbital market. Orbital-market.com. Did you guys not see the link I posted in the YouTube chat? Does it block my own links? Is YouTube that garbage in terms of links? Yeah, I posted it on both Twitch and YouTube. You see it? Okay. Cool. Just double checking. So I don't know why this is the icon I'm seeing for Twitch on my side. Whatever. Doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah, Twitch I wasn't worried about. Twitch I knew would work. YouTube, I was like, YouTube does some weird stuff. So you never truly know with YouTube. You know? Never really truly know. Okay. So this used to be character info. You. If I compile, it'll give me a lot of errors, which is good. I wanted the errors because now I can see where they are. On info. was it? Spawn info. And this is the mob data table is the new. There we go. Excellent. So far, so good. I can't wait to see once I'm done how this completely doesn't work nor fixes our problem. I'm excited to see that. Yeah. Just yeah. Okay, BP start game. Player ref. Why is this working? How's this not? Oh, there it is. I'm like, how's this not complaining? That's how. You were logging with Google and said there was an error. Please try again later. That's all we know. Logging in where? To what? To why? Yeah, well, I have a lot of the old AI stuff. BTT, using it. I'm going to ignore it right now. Should I? No, I shouldn't ignore it because then it will make it so I can't update. We'll do it all. We'll do it all. Replace it all. God damn it. Everything's to be replaced. Everything. And then once it's replaced, we will try it. And then we'll most likely cry. Because it'll fail. And then Gaguts will be happy. That's all this stream is. This stream is just about making Gaguts happy. You see what I go through to make Gaguts happy? He doesn't appreciate it. Never appreciates it. It's called Union Avatars. You found an alternative. You got in. Nice. Union Avatars. Did you have to join a union to get an avatar? Good. God. Golly gee. That's what I imagine. You're saying right now, Gaguts. From that. You may have to. Oh no. There was a job I used to have where the conditions were really shitty. That we were looking, like me and some colleagues were looking into what does it take to get into a union, just to get better conditions, because it was just not okay. Never happened, but I looked into it, all that good stuff. And I don't mean like it wouldn't be like it was a VFX union, which isn't really a thing. As people were looking into it. So we need to get what here? Alt attack. So attack B. Get I just did a new. Break. Weapon. Break. Attack B. Union Avatars is funded by the European Union. What do you mean they're funded by the European Union? Like it's a government website? Or government level website? Why would they? I have questions. I have questions. They got government grant money. But why? See, now I just want to know why. Because, like, what benefit does the government have with, like, random avatars? Like, great for them. Don't get me wrong. I just find it odd. This is their website, funded by the European Union, Next Generation EU, and the Spanish government too, Greek and Italian government too. Okay, I gotta look at this. Okay. What is this? You just have piqued my interest basically. For creators, look at that. For developers. Where do you see them funded by the union? I don't see anything about that. I see nothing about that, my good sir. I think you were just pulling my leg. And I appreciate it because I'd like to be taller. No, yeah. But that doesn't mean that's trusted by 150 plus companies, right? This isn't. How do you know that these are not more companies that they're trusted by, or has written information about? This tells you nothing, right? It doesn't say what these are. it could be just used by the company called founded or funded by the European Union. Is it right? Otherwise, you'd say funded by all of them. This is the company called the Next Generation EU is the company and that company is funded by the European Union. And this does not tell that this company is. That's why I was very surprised. Yeah, this doesn't tell you about this company. It tells you about Next Generation EU. Yeah. Right? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but I am skeptical to say the least. I could absolutely be wrong. It's why it's called Union Avatars. I mean, it could be, but I doubt it. Here, let's find out. Deep search. Is the Union Avatars website / company funded by the European Union? Why does it have issues recently? Try again. Damn it, Grok. Why have you been having issues? Son of a bitch. Fine. We'll try ChatGPT. Not nearly as good. Look at this. It only traces 2 searches. Yes, Union Avatar has received funding from the European Union. So there you go. So yes. Oh, let me just confirm that. Like, from the government? Yeah, the Spanish government through Center for Development. I mean, look at that. You know what? I was wrong. I'm happy to admit that. I don't understand why. But you know what? I was wrong. Learn something new. Apparently there's an avatar system that is that is for the European Union, I guess. The more you learn, I guess. So, you know what? That is now very much likely that is why they're called Union Avatars. You know what? Now, I will agree with you entirely. All right. Oh, I never put it in the animations. For the... I never put any of the animations for all of the data table. Oops. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. Okay, weapon stats. I was thinking like, oh man, it's, you know, it did not take me that long to do this. Cool. And then yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And we'll need to do a random attack. Also, we still have so much AI stuff to do. I will probably be doing AI stuff next month as well at this rate. I'll be honest. But that does mean that the AI stuff will be good at the end. Right? Right. Yep. Definitely will be good. Just no chance of it being bad. If it's bad, I'll cry. Metaphorically speaking. I won't actually cry, I'll be honest. There are things that'll bring tears to my eyes. I'm not emotionless. But I think the only things that brought tears to my eyes are like an anime or something, or in a game, or I don't think there's been a game. I said game, but then I'm like, I don't think there's been any game that's done it. I could be wrong. I could be one I'm not remembering. There's been some movies. Definitely some anime. It mostly depends on like how I'm feeling at the time. It's gonna be good, buddy. No, that's not tears of like, oh no. Like, you know, like, you know, when you get engrossed in something. Like I didn't cry at the end of solo leveling, although I felt like I should. Okay? I felt like but my body said no. No crying there. Not because it was emotional, but because it was over. I felt like I should have cried, but I felt nothing. I felt nothing. No, I was not crying watching solo leveling. I said I should have. From the ending because it was over. Did you not pay attention to anything I was saying? There you go. Okay, now the animations are lit. There's a delay. There is a delay. Yep. YouTube has a bigger delay than Twitch. Can confirm. If you want less delay, Twitch is the better option. If you want higher quality and no ads, but worse emotes, then YouTube is better. Why do I have the why do I have the projectile here plugged in? I don't need this here. I don't need that. Just execute projectile attack. This is gonna be a problem. Do both like me, chat Twitch, and see YouTube. There you go. Well, but if you see on YouTube, then there's still a delay. Right. Now, if you want no delay, then you'd want to watch on Twitch and chat on YouTube. But I feel like that's... I guess if you want the best, you want to watch on YouTube, yes, and then chat in Twitch. So that way you have the best chat experience and the best viewing experience. And you get some brain cells along the way. I mean, that's probably good for something. I think I'm done. I think I did them all. You can take the delay. Good. Variable character info is in use. Do you want to delete? No. Where is it being in use? Oh no. Find by class. Oh, there's some I missed. So I realize there's one place where I will need to rework, where I needed that attack info, and that was purely for the reflection special, where I can shoot the projectile back. So I'm going to need to have a different place of storing that, which is fine. It's fine. I'll manage somehow. There's less structs to break, which is, you know, nice because it takes up less room now. Well, there's other benefits aside from, you know, hopefully having this work in general. You know, hopefully, you know, everything will be fine. Okay. Now, if I delete character info, it's gone. We have now a. You know what? Surprisingly, it took less time than I thought. It honestly took less time than I thought to do this. Following blueprints have issues. What is this? BPM adjacent. What? Oh. What is this? What? Well, what are these? These are not my blueprints. It's complaining about errors in the plugins directory of Dungeon Architect. Why is it complaining about things in the plugins directory? Yeah, we still need to fix that. Let's go play. Because you says why not? Seriously. Okay, no errors this time. Okay. It did not complain about the plugins directory. Let's see if everything works. No, because nothing's spawning. Okay. Mob data table. This is wrong. Oh, did I not update this? Oh. Okay. Try it one more time. I've never seen errors showing up for... There we go. Look at that. I've never seen errors show up for... plugins before. That was definitely a new one. Yeah. Oh, I need to, I have a projectile thing still showing. Yes. Okay, gotta close that. But otherwise, it's working. Okay. Everything's working fine. Now, we're gonna need to do the real test in just a second. Wait, this one says none. This one. So here's the whole reason we did this. Was because I want to make it so I can update the struct and not have it crash. Here's the question that now I have. Can I update the struct and not have it crash? If I can't, this was all a waste of time. This was all a waste of time, as I thought it would be. But I had to check. Oh, God, why are structs such garbage? like it's cleaner. It's not like a bad thing that I did all this. But yeah. Adding variable causes crash. So what do I do? What do I do? The thing is, I don't know 100% why it's crashing. It could be because I have a struct and a struct, which people say don't do. Don't put structs and structs. But I only have one deep. Like, right, it's a struct and then one layer structs. Could be that. It could be because I'm just using it everywhere and there's just too many updates. So even if I don't do this, it would cause issues.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Now think about it for a moment, and I'll be right back. Hum. Just by removing struct within struct. Well, that's what I did. So we had 3-layer deep, and I went to, or 2-layer deep, right? We had the base one, then we had a struct, and then another struct inside of that struct. So I removed all of those, and that's what we just did. I had to rework all of it. The next test is I could check to see if it's all, if I just put it all in a struct. The problem, and the only reason I don't want to or don't like doing that is this is organization. These tabs, right? These sub structs give me organization of some degree. So when I go to, like, here's the boss data table, right? Like, I have a little section here, right? And it opens, and I can just look at just my weapon stats, or whatever. Right? This is the old one that has the subgraph inside of that. And if I just otherwise, I'll just have everything just open, and there would be no breakup, right? So it'll be just a long list, and then getting to something would be extremely painful. So I don't want to do that. But what is my alternative? I don't know why it crashes. I can make it less tidy, right? Here's the new one, right? New one still has subsections, but it doesn't go like more than one deep. I just like the data. I want to use a data table is the thing. I like being able to just change the damage on like everything myself. Is the thing. Because originally what I did was I had a data asset setup. And I really didn't like the data asset setup because if I wanted to update things, I would need to open every single data asset. And that was just... I mean, it was fine. Well, I had a data asset... Okay, to be fair, I had a data asset set up for the power-ups, not for this. So I could move all of this to a data asset, and I probably will need to. And then I can keep my struct. If I just move the structs in the struct to a data asset, I can do that. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't think that's why either, equivalent. I don't think that's why either, which is why I'll probably, for specifically the character info, I will need to move the information to a data asset. Yeah. Power-ups can stay as they are. The character information will move to the data assets, which will mean... Yeah. Good guts. But my brain ain't braining, and me trying to remember the name without seeing it on my screen is asking for a lot. That's why. I'm trying to think. If we made a data asset, all the information there, we can update it easily. I can send it through. I would, again, the one downside. So hold on. If I have a data asset, what is even the point then? What I mean is, unless I plan to send that data asset to anywhere else, then there's not even a point of having a data asset. I just have to use variables in the character, which I want to avoid just for it because I want to use it in a data table. But like at that point, why don't I just customize the variable inside of each character? There's no difference at that point. Only difference is I open the character or I open the data asset. Data asset is just an extra level versus just getting the variable from the character just straight up. Right? Because what I mean is if I want to customize, I don't know. Sure, let's go with the skeleton. Here's the character info stuff. Here's all of this. I just put in all the info here. Right? I'll just put it in here. There's no reason for the data asset even at that point. Yes, there is, because this will still not allow me to update that struct, which is the problem. Unless I separate... that's fine. I can just separate these, not as one variable. I would have separate variables for each one. I would have like I'll go back to the resistances struct, and then the spawn info struct, the weapon stats struct. It would be just separate structs. It's, and then I just customize it on the enemy. And then we just customize it on the enemy. I guess that's what we'll do tomorrow. We'll rework this yet again. And we'll just move all of the information from the data table onto the characters. About good night's sleep? Yeah, that's what we're going to get. Good night's sleep is very important. I'm trying to think through this, though. I just... Right? Being able to see all of the enemies just quickly is real nice. Right? Just being able to see all of this info here. I mean, I can't read all, to be fair, right? The way it's set up right now, I can't actually read it all easily. But I can, like, right, movement speed, I can see 300, 450, 600. These are all the same, right? Like, I could see at a glance, there's the max health. Even though it's not formatted great, I can still make out all the stuff. Whether the mobs are spawning. If there was just a way, genuinely, if there was a way of formatting a data table to have, like, indents like I have right now, right, where I just collapse certain ones, I wouldn't care. I would have the entire struct as one big thing, wouldn't matter. Purely for this organization is why I wanted what I did. Purely for that, and there's no way of organizing otherwise. There really should be, but there isn't. And there's no way of putting a data table made of multiple structs. Yep, that's the plan. We're moving the data table to all characters. We'll control it there. Yeah. We'll separate this character info. I'm no longer using the attack token. I can remove that whole system as well. There's some cleanup we're going to need to do as well. Okay. I know what must be done. It's sad, but I know it must be done. Which means we will do it tomorrow. We will do it tomorrow. We'll rework the thing. We'll move things over the character. That will fix all our problems. We'll be able to add things theoretically. If it doesn't work, I swear to God, if it doesn't work after that, Unreal, we're going to be very upset with you. But once that is done, we'll finally be able to start looking into setting up the new ability for the spider boss, and then actually setting up everything. If it doesn't work, we go to C++ buggers. No. No, we don't. No. You know what? That was a missed opportunity for me. On April Fools, I really should have. Was I streaming on April Fools? I think I was streaming April Fools. I should have been like, yeah, we're going C++. And I should just start doing stuff with C++ for April Fool. Oh, I missed. That was a missed opportunity. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. No one will fall for that? Good. Good. People learned. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific. We'll continue off with reworking things, as always. Changing things all the time. Always improving, though. Always improving. I hope. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Season 2 is better than Season 1. I'll think about it. Have a good night, guys. Bye.